We're here. All right. A reminder that this game also has flashing lights and rotoscoping, which means that like parts of the background move in different synchrasies. Hello, sir. Did you come to say hi? Did you come to say hi? Huh? There's a sweet boy here. He might come and say hi. So do keep a weather eye open. Take care of yourselves. All of those things. And we're gonna hop back in. I think we just had a restart.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world. The end of the world. So it's been a little bit, so I'll go through a couple of these. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
How old's the princess?
You have to put an end to her.
I don't know. I don't even know what the princess is, technically. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Oof. Do you have any evidence to back this up that we need to slay the princess? Stoosh! I'm trying so hard, Stoosh.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I'm trying, narrator. I'm trying. All right. Okay, I'm sold. Let's go get this over with.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing.
What's great about this game, you think it might mean slay the princess?
You make your way up
Santa.
short path to the cabin.
Stoosh.
You'll find the princess within.
It's only the 3rd of November. Give me a moment to grieve the loss of my spooky season. It's still Halloween.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
I'm gonna go down
floor
without
and
picking
walls
up the
are
blade, by
painted
the way.
in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
All I want
Perched
for
on that
Christmas
table
is
a
sleep.
pristine blade.
I just
The
want a
blade
nap.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm not gonna take it. You're cute. Oh my god, Toaster Posey, I was just talking about how cute you were. I wasn't. Don't look into that. But in my head I was. We're not gonna take a knife. Let's go. Bye, knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
I feel heavy and
The
damp.
princess really lives here. Slaying
Yeah.
her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Spooky.
Hypnotizing.
She's scared.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm a dangerous game. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Danger is my middle name.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused.
Pretty people
There's
can't
not
be
right
bad.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I don't know. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Princess. Mr. Is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Does she? Ooh, there's so many options. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
The same thing we do every night.
Are you looking for the
Try
truth, or
to
are you
end
looking for the
the
right
world.
answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Let's see. I'm not gonna tell her that she's supposed to end the world, because I think that might be like perpetuating the idea that she is going to slay the world. End the world. I'm gonna keep you locked down here at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other while I decide what to do. Just see. Can't trust you. This doesn't add up. It isn't worth the risk to take over the world. Go back up and get the blade. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. I'm gonna do this bottom one. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains.
Only making this more difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
So I've been told.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I have a knife.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, maybe they did. If there aren't any keys, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh, well, I mean,
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
technically
If we were
speaking,
stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
I mean, you're not, I guess.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Hi, who's
Someone
in
else
there?
here?
Hi. Is it the narrator? Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hi.
Your
Hi.
shouts and pleas are met
Hi.
with silence.
Hi.
You're
Hello.
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
But I need the knife from upstairs. Okay.
You
Well.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Listen, I was going up to
Easier for whom?
potentially get it.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm not in a mess. I'm in a basement.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Now we're both princesses.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
We're both princesses now.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Well, okay. I could just
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Ah!
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Stoosh, no, they have not explained why we're a lizard person.
Or we could use it to free her.
I'm gonna use it to free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Narrator, you only know half the story. Slay the princess or save the princess? Whoa!
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just
Dang,
above
her
the
eyes are so big.
unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
See, it's the bone that's the
The
issue,
blade
though.
is sharp,
Ah.
and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Ah!
Her limb falls to the ground,
Hmm.
and the heavy chains follow suit.
Hmm.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
What big eyes you have.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
It's just another Friday night. I don't know what
Thank
you're talking
you.
about.
Now let's get out of here.
Between her and Dylan from the quarry, they got two big hands. We got we completed the set.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Ooh, narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No. Pardon?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What
are you doing?
What a cheeky bastard. Oh my god. Warn her.
Stop that.
No.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I know.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Hang on, I'm gonna turn up the volume just a teensy bit. Oopsies. Okay. Back in it. Options: slaying the princess. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Define.
I'm sorry. I will try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Hey, don't worry about it.
I'm sorry.
Well.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I mean.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
I mean.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I died. She killed me and I died.
You're on a path in the woods,
Dead.
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
We did it again.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
We're here to slay the
If you
princess,
don't,
everyone.
It will be the end of the world.
Just like last time. Nah.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals.
I've
The
done
fate
that.
of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Eh.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Do you have another voice in our head?
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that
this
we and the
Errol Flynn
princess are
bastard.
in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Four
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Well, you're right.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I love this one. This one's very good. Why should I bother listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but
Or do
fine.
anything.
I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
It's the, 7th time I've met you, actually.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, this time it's technically true.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Also that, though.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I
not going to
diff
argue
to
with you.
beggar.
I'm just going to take a deep
did
breath
lock the
and
basement.
assume
And
that
then
whoever is making the decisions here has
teleported
the
the
common
knife.
sense to ignore
Hey,
your
baby.
protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Got him.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Stay here, Stinky.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Dastardly.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Let's see. I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from that cabin. Yeah,
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
it might be.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's
Or
the
a,
last thing
Errol Flynn.
anyone does.
But probably
Are
closer
these
to
really the sorts of
other
people
one.
you'd like to align yourself with?
I mean, they're me.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Matt Errol Flynn. Yeah. Matt Mercer Flynn. Let's talk about this
Just
princess.
be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time is because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to get into the
She
world?
just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Oh, she slays.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
He's a good boy. Mimi, he's okay. Who locked you in the basement?
People locked her in that basement.
Just
and
people.
I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Oh, I realize that the cat is blocking. Hang on. Hold on, everyone. Oh, never mind. The cat has left. It's fine. Everything turns out to be fine, actually. I'm just gonna say that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
From ruin to shreds, you say?
You
Turn around.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
I just want you to go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
She's my
Your
sunshine
lies
on a
that
cloudy
can't be
day.
trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
But he don't like my.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My
I
passions
do.
are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your
Listen,
passions
some
are strong
things-
and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
Sometimes
Some things are better kept quiet.
when things are expressed, they're very
Don't pay
stinky.
their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Into the cabin. I'm sure it's going to be normal, just like last time.
The
was
interior
not.
of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded
This is how we
tapestries.
started the
A
game.
prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
We're going to go again with
You'll
no
need it
knife.
if you want to do this
We're doing a
right.
no knife run, everybody. You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
But there is a
There's
mirror.
a table, the blade sitting
It's
on
right
the table, and the door to
there.
the basement. There's nothing else in here.
You're lying.
There's definitely a mirror.
It's right there.
There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
There's a mirror. Why would you lie about it? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I
That's
am.
a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't waste time preening.
No,
If he
mirror
is
on
lying
the
about
wall.
the mirror, it
Why
might
you
be
lie to me?
important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is
I'm using
no
my
mirror.
eyes.
Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
I don't know.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
It's not a wall. What?
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Mirror, mirror on the
Now it's
wall.
gone.
No, you're not.
Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now
Fuck.
we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Why are you a bird? Why are we a bird? All right, let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sure.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her
Hi.
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Well,
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock
Hi.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
she's got a
binding her to
fluffier
the far
skirt
wall.
now.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear
But
my
my love will speak
your
for me.
spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
I came back just like your
You hear
hand
that?
did.
She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Yeah.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before.
Mm-hmm.
So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
First?
What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Really hope I'd
Now,
be the first.
hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
An entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first. Huh.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
With what knife, my dude? I'm sorry about what happened. Okay, we're gonna go full love puppy. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh my goodness. This one unnerves
She
me
took
the
that in
most.
stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah.
She's perfect.
That's because she's
Do you
perfect.
think she has someone like
You're
him telling her what
perfect.
to do?
So we're perfect to get.
She doesn't.
Oh.
There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Huh. Oh, there's only the option to rescue the princess, by the way. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
I mean, no.
Did we?
No.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Well, she could have just thrown the
She
knife out
made
the window.
Best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
It's true. It's true, actually. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did you end the world? Did the world end?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. No. I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See,
Yeah.
She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Obviously, she said she didn't do
Not
it.
so sure.
She said she didn't do it, everybody. I didn't bring the knife, so I have to cut you out again.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What?
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? You'll
Take
what?
over our body and force us to try and
You'll
kill
what?
her?
What are you gonna do?
I would if you had a weapon.
Haha! I didn't.
Not on my watch, villain.
Ha.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Well, hang on.
You
well,
wouldn't.
hang on now. Well, hold on now. Like,
I would.
hang on though.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We did
I
it.
can't believe it.
We saved.
I guess
Welcome
I
to
had
Save
to.
the Princess, everybody.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
The power of love.
What do we do now?
Now we go. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
Is it?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Mm-hmm.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
But here's the thing, Mr. Narrator.
I think I want to leave.
You're
And I think
the only one who's told us anything.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something that you want. There must be something that you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
Goodness.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Okay. But you need your own thing. You just met me. I want you to make me unhappy. I just want to leave. We can... listen, we don't have to bother with all... We don't have to bother with all that. We can just leave, right? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually.
Okay.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Interesting.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? You should know that you won't be able to leave.
We got a good ending. Yeah, so we saved her last time and she stabbed us sadly to death. and we chose to leave with her, and the narrator's being a dick.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Ah, yeah, the strength of
Enough
true
with
love.
This true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? You can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are
The
you
power of love.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make
Uh-oh.
your way upstairs and...
Uh-oh.
Wait, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing.
Uh-oh.
Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No. We're in love. We're in the loves. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Yes.
I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
A happy ending at last.
Romantic haze. Your love will set you free.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's
Oh.
cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
My goodness. Ah. Bye. But you don't get the chance to make the jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Tough. Speed
Should we
running.
try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I'm just gonna approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains you've unraveled. So, as I'm putting this other entity together, am I dissolving? Am I... Interesting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
There's trees and stars, and there's people, I think. At least there's supposed to be people. I've been told there's people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Do you know what's going to happen when you... Ooh, hang on. This one. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, but you can keep that to yourself. When I find him, I'm going to kill him. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
No. The point of awakening is to find out.
Mm-hmm. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Oh, boy.
I will be singular. A final multitude.
Oh, boy. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going to back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Wait.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh! Oh! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bye.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Game. Hey. I never left your side, attempting to outwait your destiny. Do the endings matter to make the final game? I don't know. I have one more, I guess. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
You might be right, though, Cole. All right, let's go.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay, thank you. Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the damsel to her. All right.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? Did you wait? Have you put things together?
Are
No.
you serious? No, you have to do it.
Maybe I'm okay with the end of the world.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe we'll.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But
You need to see the
word
previous
of
spot
warning.
again.
If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I have to think
Then
about
each and every one of us is doomed.
how do I
So
go
sure,
about
go
this.
talk to her.
That's
See
different.
how that turns out for all of us.
I have to. How do I do this so it's different?
You
than
make
the
your
other
way
times?
up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer
So
of
maybe
dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Maybe this is one where I enter the basement, but then I come back and just leave her there. What if I did that? I'm gonna try that.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Because I don't know what kind of princess I'm
revealing
going to
a
be coming up
staircase
against.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay, it's a
It's
similar voice.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the don't let it fool you.
This is the same
It's
as when we
all
just
part of the
started. I'm here to. I'm gonna lie. I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Hi.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Okay.
I
okay.
am
Okay.
begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
How to go about this?
Hi.
Hi.
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Hi.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those
Thoughts,
chains would
okay.
be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What if when you lie, you're telling the truth to the narrator? Because the narrator knows when you lie. What do you mean?
Oh,
She pauses.
you can
This
address
is-
me as your royal highness.
Is
This is the
princess
same.
and
Princess. Princess is your name? You don't
like
have
I
a
said,
name.
I'm sorry, I've been down.
Okay,
You just
that
don't
she
have a name.
hadn't even.
So by lying, you're lying to the narrator.
The princess she doesn't know. She knows what she.
Are you looking for the truth?
I'm gonna tell her this one. If the prompt says lie, and it's letting you lull the princess into a false sense of security, you could just say you're lying to the narrator. It kind of makes sense. I told her that I was here to slay her. I don't think you're actually dangerous. I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's. How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
It's a good question.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
What do you got to say to that, Mr. Narrator?
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and maybe kept you company? Maybe that would everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Man. Oh! We have an option to retrieve the blade, examine the chains, or just lock her in the basement. Ooh, I kind of just want to lock her in the basement. Bye.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh, this is fine.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
This is fine.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't
Hit the
be
bricks.
long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Ooh. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Okay. Okay, y'all, should we keep locking her up, or should we go back down and just give her a little... I kind of just want to keep locking her up. I want to see her turn into an angry monster. But also this second one, 100% is the narrator being like, oh, here, have this as a... No, we're going to lock you up.
It'll be the death of all
Hit
of us. but
the bricks.
We'll do it your way.
Hit the bricks.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
But where's the blade then?
Okay, we can make this work.
Hang on, though, but where'd
You
the blade
settle in against
go
the
then?
far wall to watch the basement door.
But then where'd the blade go?
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Uh-huh.
I know you're still there.
Oh,
Why don't you
jeez.
make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Oh
You
boy.
don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Oh boy. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. All that was just an act.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Oopsies.
Where is she?
Uh-oh.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet.
Uh.
As the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Witness her.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
But you can change the
So
truth.
helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Ah, nice. Ah!
I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
Great.
You have seconds left.
Sick.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, goody. Oh, I love a
You're
little
on
nightmare.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world as we know it. She's gonna kill me again.
Again?
People don't die twice.
I've died so
Haven't even
many
met the
times.
princess, and I hardly think she'd be
So
capable
many
of killing someone
times.
as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Silly narrator.
Shh! What if he hears us?
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Shit!
I think you'll find yourselves
Oh, boy.
very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Let's assume. Why should I
Those are
do
two
anything,
very
bother in
different
doing
questions,
anything?
But fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
I mostly do
Let's
this one
say for
again
a
so that we
moment
can
that
hear
this
the other
really is
voices.
the second time you've met me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
And your solution is to send us back in there.
Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
Alright, so. Okay. I'm trying to theorize what all of this is. Because it's obviously a kind of perpetual loop where. Oops. Where we are sent to destroy or be destroyed by the entity known as the princess. And depending on how that happens, we start to fracture. As does she. The narrator, here's what I think. The narrator entity is trying to get myself and the entity known as the princess, but in like the other realm with all the arms, fully formed again. Because that will do something. Or the narrator is trying to get us to put the pieces, all of the pieces of the princess back together and then slay that entity. This is a nightmare.
Anyways, I believe your other question was... What do
Consequences.
You mean? Of course there
No
weren't any.
consequences.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how do you think the people there lived? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed.
At what?
You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Succeed at what exactly, though? And it's an interesting thing, too, because the narrator time and time and time again has said that he can only speak the truth as it is, as it exists. However, it has been shown that whatever the narrator speaks becomes truth. It becomes into existence, such as the door closing and locking, such as the knife appearing. And we saw in the last time we played where she possessed us that she also has the ability to simply narrate what's going on, and it happens. The paranoia saying stop working. Well, that's because what she did. That's what she did. She just picked parts of us and it just stopped turning on. So it's really, it's very interesting that the narrator's perspective is that they can't alter anything that's going to happen, because why would they want to alter what's going to happen? Because they know what's going to happen. I don't know. Ooh, I'm getting paranoid. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end. Oh. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How could you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
It's not true. Just being around her in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Being cagey.
I've told you everything you need to know.
Everything you need to know.
Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I wonder if listen.
If you want us to
think
stand
I'm
a
on
chance
something.
against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
No, I'm chronically unable to do that.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. No, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Mm-hmm.
You have already committed to my
I just want to... Okay, fine.
A warning.
Imagine if we had the paranoid and
She will lie.
the
she
like
will
the
cheat,
skeptical one.
She will do
the first one that we
everything in
got.
her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yeah.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time.
Yeah.
Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Correct, actually, though. Yes. Including the narrator, who's going to tell us there's not a mirror here, just like last time.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
Look out the
Pristine
windows.
blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement
Chad,
doorway.
look out the windows.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Interesting.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Yes, they're in the windows.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. the princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Hey, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
Eyes.
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's always a mirror here.
There's definitely a mirror.
It's right there.
There isn't.
It's
We
right
have
here.
to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
I'm gonna not look at it, and I'm gonna see that if it's still here. Why would you lie?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Okay, whatever. The whole cabin's different.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality.
It's actually, ironically, almost identical, except it doesn't have window panes and there's ghosts outside.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this so focus.
Okay. Do we take the knife or not? I kind of think I should, because I'm scared this time. Because I'm nervous. But the whole last time, I didn't have a knife. You have chili. Chili. Maybe I'll make chili tonight. So... do we take the knife or do we just go down? She 100% said that she was going to absolutely destroy us. So yes, knife. Yeah.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to
I
slay
think
the
you're right.
princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though?
Yeah.
Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
We have a bomb?
Could we have a bomb?
A bomb? One big bomb, please?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Oh boy. Easy.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Truth. Goodbye, mirror. I'm gonna pretend you're not there.
You cross
Oh.
over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Ah!
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I'm so excited for this nightmare hellscape.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How? A question I wish we had asked day one. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against
It's got a
something
range of
like her in
2080,
the
you're
first
right.
place,
You're right. Although we're not really a rogue,
It'll
are we?
be enough.
I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. No. Step off into the void between the stairs. Wait a minute. What if we just be like, peace, fuck this shit, I'm out. Hit the bricks. You just walk away right into the void. Bye. What if I do that? if I do that, then I could die potentially, and then we'd have a third chapter. Or I get stopped from doing that. Or stepping into the void just goes down to the basement anyway. We're gonna do that. Bye!
You attempt
Oh.
to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
There's a lot. I explained it. You should watch the VOD. I don't know. Falling into the infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. No, I'm gonna be honest. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
Well, fine.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
The sigh. Jeez.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement.
Hello,
mark where the floor
friends.
should be, forming vague pathways.
What's up, Mer? How are ya?
At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
How the heck are ya? Ran a quick test stream. What were you doing? Minecraft. Love that. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. We're having a very normal, nightmarish time towards the end of Slay the Princess, voice acted by many wonderful people such as Nicole Goodbody, Hardbody, Goodbody, Good, Nicole Good, Good Hardbody. Nicole is great. Minecraft. Nicole Goodnight. Good Hardbody. So we're doing a lot of theory crafting because we have no idea what's actually going on. I hope your test stream went well. I'm glad that you're here. We are currently in the chapter known as The Nightmare. No relation to Dr. Richard Hardbody, correct. They are two different entities. The Good Doctor, very different. Seem to function. Love that for you. Hope to see more streams in the future. Yeah, there's a ton of content warnings that are posted as a pinned comment in the chat. So if you or anybody who happened to tag along with you needs a refresher, Black Tabby Games lists them all out on their website. It's spooky. We're in Spooky Town, everyone. So we're gonna hop back into it.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Okie dokie.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, good. Go back the way you came. Bye.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
I did this yesterday for my D&D group.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh, hi.
I told you I was going to find you.
Hello.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little nymph with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Yeah?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Sick.
Heart, Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
She looks really nice.
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
heart, lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Toss the blade and remain here with your nightmare? Ooh. Run? Oh my god. What good am I to use you alive? What do you want from
I
me?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Yeah, the paranoid one is keeping us alive by reminding us to what parts of our bodies exist. If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try to be nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
I mean...
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Yeah. Let's see. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation?
I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
I mean, that's true. Don't limit yourself for other people. Let's see. What if I refuse to let you out? What happens
We're
then?
stuck down here together until you change your mind.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
Lungs, liver.
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Oh boy. Let's be desperate. We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can even be
I'm glad
friends.
you're seeing things my way.
Ooh, wah, wah, wah. Okay. Okay. Dormammu, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Oh. Yeah.
Are you serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am,
Heart.
and you're always going to be a coward.
Heart. Lungs. She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Hi, Nim. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Hang on, wait. We have an extra voice in here. Hang on, wait.
No, we were supposed to keep
Wait,
her
they're all
trapped
here.
there forever.
Everyone, they're all here.
I think.
They're all here, everyone.
We're supposed to be unfeeling.
Uh-oh.
How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Whoops, they're all here.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Hey, contrarian, it's been a while.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Thank you.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I don't know, a few times. I think they're all wrong. How many times have you all been here? Many times. It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes,
We just have to do what she says, and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
I realize I'm beyond words. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Get out of here. I only remember being here twice before this. Some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean, if you really think about it? Shut up! You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it. That's a lie, but
Don't
you know.
think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you
what I
your
said.
memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I?
Who even cares?
I can't.
They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us. And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Ah, if only it was that easy. What if we just don't go to the... Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Yay!
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
Huh.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that. It doesn't
Drugs,
work.
yeah.
Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
Mm-hmm. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. Sit.
Do nothing.
Just do
You can't
nothing.
just do nothing. You have to do something. That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work?
Watch
No.
me.
Nothing ever works.
Boo! You're the worst one.
He's not the one who got us into this mess.
Worst.
At least I keep you breathing around her.
Worst one.
See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing.
And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half.
Great.
And that's why you're not the top.
I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them. He'll get you killed by himself.
Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it.
I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
My point exactly.
All the choices are a circle.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
And
he always makes it gone.
It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Interesting.
Or you could just give up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces!
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
It's the only way we can have
Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
All right. Let's do a little thinking. So, she was shattered, we were shattered. If we shatter the mirror, then everything is shattered again. And the cycle continues? But who am I, and why do I keep forgetting? But then the other voices don't forget. Oh, God. We're saving the game.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Am I?
There's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one
correct.
step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you.
Hello.
It fills you with dread.
Yeah.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
I
really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me, but you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time, right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want, gilded and everything. Now don't pause, don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I mean, and you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her.
So
Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right.
she
Oh well. There's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
So we've been trying to mold her into something, but in reality, she's actually been molding us into something. Because we haven't been giving her things. She's been taking things from us, which is the voices. Interesting. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else, a long time ago. But was that something you? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. Memory returns. Oh, it's time to leave.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, you stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet.
All of them are changing into regular narrator
The
voice.
game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Maybe it isn't. Maybe I was just gazing to your reflection. It's because I think it's all the same voice actor. Hello. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Bird, I'm just a bird. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Hi, buddy. Hey. If you're not me, then what? Oh, gosh. Parallax. Whee! So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever see you
The
again.
narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh, do I have a limited number of questions? Oh boy. So many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? What is this place? Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done.
Knew
It was
it.
supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
If you're not me, then what are you?
I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Are we just like eldritch gods awakening? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, denied it. Why did you lie to me? If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Yes. So if I'm the god that was created to rid the world of death, and maybe the princess is the god of death, so all of this has been... Are you a god, or were you a god? What is the princess? Did you make her? Oh god, I have 3 questions left. There's so many questions. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Why couldn't she be an ant or a soggy slice of bread? What if neither of us leaves this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? Oh boy, there's so many good choices. Let's see. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
Jeez. Um... Hmm. How am I supposed to destroy an abstract no. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave, and then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Death of the author. Run out of questions. Okay. Think you're out of time. I'm not gonna slay here. I want you to know that before you die for good. Resties I'm gonna destroy here. Lie. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end. Oh boy. I'm not gonna say any of these. I'm gonna just say I think you're out of time. It's the truth.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Is that so? Okay.
I can finally see you.
Okay.
And you can finally see me.
Aight. Tight.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Hang on, so we were the same being, and then we were split into the Mound and the Long Quiet. Which means, are we together the concept of death? Check out those mounds. Stosh.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Interesting. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have any say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
I have so many questions.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
I wish I could share my heart with you.
But you already have, in so many ways. It is beautiful and adored. When movement slows and the dust settles, I hope you'll leave with me. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was turning it down just like a tiny bit. I was blinded by emotion, we both know that. I want that feeling back. That feeling has never left me. That feeling has never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
Not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
Ah, there she is.
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. You did not resist my violence when it overcame you. Did you understand the flesh wasn't you? Or did you choose to gift yourself
Helped you out of fear, and I'm not afraid of you anymore. That's why I resist you now. Yeah, I'm not afraid of you anymore.
And yet there is no reason to resist me beyond fear and delusion. If you aren't afraid of me, why would you resist me? Why would you force the rest of the world to resist me too? What is a person? Is it their body?
Oh yeah, I
Is it
exploded.
all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. Yeah.
And yet bodies change and consciousness goes on. The infant's body is not the child's, is not the adult's, but the thread of existence remains strung through it all.
As the clash between you two abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay, so we can either leave, we can try to slay her in different ways. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can do to make me understand your perspective, but you keep diminishing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Listen, the narrator told me that too. The narrator said that everything he said was truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
They're back, baby! Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Hell yeah. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. Yes!
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Okay.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
We did. We went to the storyboard dimension for a second.
Need me to describe things?
I know.
That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
Babies. They're all here.
You made it here too?
These are the first
never
two.
really got to talk to her, did we?
Wait, these are the
This
first
one,
two. These are the first two that I could. The Contrarian is the first one I collected. This is before like everything shattered and got fucked up. Ah! I'd like that description now, if you don't mind, for old time's sake. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
Is it just the three of us? Did anyone else make it into the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
This is so cool.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Yay! I don't even remember what we chose the first time. We did the Contrarian. Oh. No, what we did was... Wait. I don't remember what we did. The very first time we walked into the woods and then we kept walking back and then we died and got the Contrarian. And then we got here and... Okay, I think I remember. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Me too. He was a lot of fun. Really easy to mess with. Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. If the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin to us for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he?
Mm-hmm. Just like he never described the mirror.
He mentioned the windows when we broke them.
Yeah.
No mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Yeah. You're right. Listen, the hero is the only one that has not strayed from any kind of path this entire time. The hero voice literally is the only one that I trust.
That's probably for the best. It's always seems to give us more things we can do, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window? No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves. You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if we toss it out the window twice.
It's true.
There's the guy I know.
We throw the wait, we can throw the blade, but we can't throw it out the. We can still do, but we can still do it though. I don't think we need it. Honestly, I don't think we need the knife. I think we could slay the princess without the knife at this point.
You actually did it.
No,
I know I
it didn't
just
go
told
anywhere.
you not to, but
It's because
I'm
there's
proud
bodies
that you did it
everywhere.
anyway. It's like you've finally left the nest. Yeah, just like that it's gone, isn't it? Blade tossed, glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it.
That is right there.
There's your third beat. Hey! You're right. Good work. That was really funny.
But it's right there though. It's still there. Huh. All right.
Those winding stairs
Hey, we're
again.
back here.
But now there's only one way forward.
Oh, because it's all
Do you
broken.
remember the first time we were here?
Yeah.
The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us.
Yeah, because we stepped on the
Let's
soft
talk.
stairs.
All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
Couldn't be me.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script.
Yeah, well.
Are we missing a page?
I'm an improv performer, so. Yeah. Don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you were out there? Never got a chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did here.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful.
It's true, you were about 1,000
That's
voices at
probably
once.
why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
Are you the same as you were out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
Hey, it's like me.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah, we really are the same.
I don't want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been. Even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are. And neither can we.
You're right.
So, you might as well embrace it.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Doesn't matter what it means. What matters is that we be leaving together. That's all I want. Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I don't like being a god. I just want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Take their hand in yours. I think this one. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. Or, no. I'm just gonna take their hand.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
This is a love story.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Are you two gonna be okay alone?
We're not alone. We have each other.
Oh.
And I'm sure we'll find the others.
Leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this. Yet, there they are. And then they cross the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
I love you.
And we love you too.
And what happens next, whatever it is, you'll face it together. Jonathan Sims, I knew this. Ah, GG's. It was Jonathan Sims who plays the archivist in the Magnus Archives. Oh my god! We got that good ending, everybody. First try, GG's. Ugh, I'm emotional. Look at these cool look at them. Our song, finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. The good ending doesn't count? Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. What? I took a screenshot. If it looked weird, it's fine. The explore options are... Oh, make your playlist. It's a Spotify playlist. It's the soundtrack. And then this is the one. This is the playlist for the game that as I played it. Oh my god, the princess is in another castle. That's so cool. Oh my god. This game is rad. Dang. See, at the end there, I was definitely getting, I was getting the emotions. Apparently, according to, Cole, I got the true ending. Let me see if that's, there's 97 achievements. Oh my gosh. But apparently, the good ending doesn't count. as finishing the game. Huh. Oh my god, there's so many different... There's so many. Hang on. The game changed. It's a true ending? Yeah. It didn't do this before. As an aside, it stayed on that same screen before. You have yet to play the game though. Yeah, it feels like it's a true ending. Because there's so many different ways that I could see it going based on... Take it with a grain of paprika, yeah. Take it with a sprinkling of adobo. It's fine. Dang. What a rad game. What a supremely cool game. I'm so excited to play more of it and see what the other endings are and to hear what endings that you all get and what the differences is. Because I know Nim is playing it on stream right now, or playing it off. Nim is playing it right now. There's so many people playing it right now. I'm so excited to see other people's playthroughs and see what other things that people come up with. I'm also super excited to see the rest of Scarlet Hollow be finished. If you weren't on the channel, I think it was earlier this year, we played Scarlet Hollow, which is the other game made by Black Tabby Games. That is another kind of visual novel style game. Feels very folklore horror, like Appalachian folk tales and all. It's so good and so creepy. So I'm really excited about everything else. I'm excited about everything that they're doing. It's so good. You know what I can do is I can just put this on. Nope. There it is. Let me just put the Spotify music on. That way it doesn't get all weird. Because I have the playlist now. It's great. That's... Oh my god. This game, it rocks. Games are cool, y'all. Games are really cool.